Greetings and blessings to you on this day. My name is Dante. I channel the Pleiadian Council. I'm going to bring them through for this transmission in a moment. Thanks for tuning into this video. If you are already familiar with my work, welcome. And if you're new to this channel, thanks for tuning in. A reminder to everybody that my website's dantestarshine.com, and there you can find out about everything that I offer. I do private channeling sessions, one-to-one. I have a channeling course where you can learn to channel and go through a deep process of healing yourself and getting the skills to support others in that process of transformation and tuning into higher frequencies. And I have a book called The Guidebook to Living Love on Earth that is an amazing resource that will help you go really deep. And all of that's available, and it's an amazing way for you to support yourself in connecting with higher energies and for you to support me as well. So take a look, the links are below, and I hope to hear from you soon. So without further ado, I will let them come through, and I hope you enjoy today's session. Hello, and we say good day to you at this moment of your time. We are the Pleiadian Council. We speak on behalf of a galactic alliance of many different beings across this galaxy, supporting your world in this process you call ascension, of shifting into higher vibrational energies, and then gradually, yes, coming to meet us, extraterrestrial beings who are all very open to receive you should you like to contact us in some telepathic way. So, it is a gift, honor, blessing, and pleasure to contact you, and we thank you for allowing this transmission to take place. Today we would like to speak on the subject of winter's blues, and in the most extreme case, this is known as seasonal affective disorder in your world, yet all of you experience this to some degree. If you live in these places that are rather cold, and while the channel is not there now, he does know about it himself. So anyway, we'd like to share what we could offer to you as our advice. And first of all, there is this understanding that you may have that in times before, this was more so a time for humans to go within themselves and to rest, to be close with their families, because there was only little work that could be done in terms of the planting and the harvesting, and of course there was much hunting that still had to take place, and there was extra precautions to take care of the shelters and so on and so forth. But it was a more introverted time. Yet in the rise of your modern age, where there is so much focus on productivity, you rather, because there is no they after all, you have adapted your world in such ways that you work just as much through all the months, and you can sometimes forget to really take care of yourself and really honor what this season is all about. As the days grow shorter, there is less light, and in greater darkness, this is a time for you to look towards your shadow selves. Shadow selves, also known as your negative belief systems that limit you and keep you from fully expanding and experiencing your own highest potential. Now, everything has cycles. Night and day, winter, summer, off, on, sleeping, waking, life, death. And all of these cycles are very natural and an important part of your lives. And sometimes you experience great resistance when you force yourself to push against what is naturally the flow of your body's response to the seasons. You can judge these introverted feelings that take you within yourself and label them as depression. And yes, we understand depression is a real thing when it is chronic, when it is debilitating, when it slows you down. And even, yes, those feelings of sadness and isolation that trick you into thinking that you shouldn't reach out to others and that you are really alone and that something might be futile and worthless are all forms of depression and can be looked at as such. And you might feel these experiences seem to be worse in the wintertime. And we want to remind you that everything that you resist persists. So the best thing that you can do is to guide yourself into these feelings, and yes, go through that process that we suggest in other videos of investigating your negative belief systems, looking to the opposite belief, and focusing your energy to find evidence that supports this opposite positive belief, to allow yourself to go through a great and powerful transformation of integrating positive frequency energies. Now, we would encourage you as well that it is possible to be excited about resting. It is possible to be excited about introspection. It is possible to be excited about staying nice, cool, and at home, and warm rather, not cool, warm in your home, and discover many things. For there is so much information, there are so many activities, there are so many ways that you can engage your creativity. And these are some of the best uses of your energy at this time. Allowing yourself to focus on these things can bring about huge shifts and huge expansions. And of course, it is also a time of connecting with family in your home. And some of you may not have homes that you share with your living relatives. Your world has moved away from this, and that is fine and well in many cases, but some of you don't understand the importance of reaching out and establishing connection. Relationship is one of your most vital needs, and this means allowing yourself to be in connection with people that you love. And of course, the physical presence is deeper, though you don't even need that. You can actually find just as moving a connection with people at a great distance from you. And sometimes this relationship means calling in your soul family, calling in your spirit guides and guardians and helpers in, establishing even greater connection and contact with your higher self. All in all, the winter is the time for those connections that are most personal for you. And strengthening those bonds will allow for those friendships to grow and blossom as you move through those warmer months and allow yourself to go out and celebrate. We do also understand that some of you might choose to stay only inside, but there's great benefit to bringing yourself outside as well. To ground on the earth, even when it is cold, is very important. And especially for those of you who work in the day, you must take advantage of your weekend opportunities to immerse yourself out in the sunlight and nature during these very short days. Don't take these opportunities for granted, for the light is what nourishes you and supports you in expanding into your power. Some might experience deep health issues through the winter. And actually, it is this cycle of life that includes as well times of decreased immunity through the winter, times of lower energy. But for those of you who absolutely cannot handle it, yes, you have in your world these new tools and permission slips, like the lighting systems that flood people with endorphins and dopamine, and all of the things that the sun supports you in producing and is very vital for you. Vitamin D as well, yes. Some of you who have the opportunity may wish to take some time off from the winter. It is actually a suggestion of some traditional medical systems for those people who experience certain health symptoms to move into the tropics, for there is greater health-giving energy. And you have to understand the limits that come with being in certain environments. And certainly, if you cannot experience these light technologies and you cannot get out, but you still feel very stifled by this energy, we encourage you to meditate on the inner light of the sun by visualizing the sun in the center of your navel, shining its light throughout your whole body and through your aura. Picture golden, yellow, and orange shades of light filling your entire body and generating a deep warmth. This can help those of you who truly feel stuck, remembering that this is simply a cycle and you'll return once again. The best opportunity you have now is to investigate what are those negative beliefs, is to focus upon the development of your creative skills, your relational skills, and the studies and explorations you wish to do. For as you are able to turn more inside, see this and use this as an opportunity, and it will become an immense and powerful cocoon to support you in emerging and being more glorious and able to fly as the spring comes. So we thank you for allowing this transmission to be shared and this information to be integrated, and we hope it supports you in having a more easy time through this time of year that challenges so many of you. Remember, you're not alone, and focus upon generating that warmth in your heart by connecting with the things that spark your heart's fire and connecting with those other beings, both human and spirit guides, who ignite your heart's fire. Our great love and our great thanks to you, and we thank you so much for tuning into this transmission now and always. All right. Hope it was a great one. Beautiful energy. And while I'm enjoying Thailand, I hope those of you who are in the winter can really brave it out and make the best of this powerful, magical season where, there is still so much beauty to experience and discover. All right. Well, again, have a good one, and we'll see you next time.